do, not that we demonstrate. They see when they do, they learn the best. The best way of learning is doing. That is what. So, why it is so? The very reason is actually the direct instruction method, the way you learned and I learned, shop and talk method, no, that only conveying the message directly is nowadays not adopted. Nowadays, the method of teaching is you have to teach in a way, whatever you want to convey, you have to make the student to tell, make the student to do an activity, only give the instruction, make them to do activity, make them to observe, and ask them what they observed, what they are observed. Between the observation, what is the relation? By observing, what is your inference? So you have to only pose question to the children. That is the way we are supposed to teach. Why? It is the way we can make the children to think. So unless and otherwise we make the children to think, start think, we have to teach the student how to think, and they have to come out of their own. On observation, they have to tell, this is happening because of this. So you direct instruction, directly tutoring will kill their curiosity, will kill their creativity. That is why we need to do every class through activity. Even the thing is, sir is going to now show the many experiments, and how we have to do it is also that. Whether you have to explain and then do the activity, or will you do the activity and then explain, or will you do the activity and make the student to do and then pose questions. There are three ways of conducting the classes. See, ultimately what I want to tell you is, this is a learning. This is an important message I am giving you all today. Very important message. Actually, you should be determined to teach the science by doing. Okay? You must be determined, not that I just talk, I explain. No. I will do the activity, or I will make the student to do the activity. That determination you have to make. Will you all? See, he's a very inspiring personality. That's why I'm telling. His sir is a postgraduate teacher physics. Okay, he has taught the student this way. You know what is the outcome? Sir students, many students has won the science fair, like what we are conducting at the state level, national level, isn't it, sir? Not one or two occasions, many occasions. You see, the way you teach, the result come. The students, we are kindling that scientific temperament, they are able to excel. So first thing is, you must be determined to do the activity. But unfortunately, in even whether state board or central board, although many activities are given in the textbook, the teacher do not do all the activities. It is a case wherever I have traveled across many cities and conducted the science program. Wherever I ask the teacher whether do you all do the activities that are given in the book, they say no. Only the students are prepared for the exam. What would be the question asked? How to answer, that way the science is taught. Okay, number one, you have to do that. Make it a point. See, as a science teacher, you will be teaching different standard. Now you may be teaching third standard, fourth standard, and next year you may be changed. So what you are going to see today will not cover whatever you want. Whatever you want in your career, it cannot be covered here. So what I want to pass the message is, it is an eye-opening session. it's an eye-opening session that you have to learn the few points that how to demonstrate the activity. Okay, how to do the activities, or with him you can learn. Some activities he will be telling that maybe also will be useful to you. Some other number. Very important thing is, see, so for doing the science activity, for doing the science experiment, one need not depend on the laboratory equipments. That's what you are expecting the management to give. You are expecting the school to provide you facility. So, just now I told. See, we tell the many reasons for not doing. But Sir has demonstrated to do the science activity, one need not depend on the equipments in the formally set up laboratory. You can make use of the things available around you. That is a learning from Sir, number one. Okay. Number two is it is possible for the every teacher, for all the lessons, they can demonstrate. Isn't it, sir? That we have to learn from him. And for that, you have to find a way out. Okay. So that is a learning we have to, he is an inspiring personality. Let us learn from him. Inshallah, we will also follow, you all follow in your career. Okay, inshallah. With this, over to Balagurunathan sir for conducting the session. Yes, sir. Sister, you can come forward.
Good afternoon.
Our role over.
As rightly said by the learner personalities, now we are having number of things. We come across many things in our life, but we can make use of all the things. We can convert all the things as a teaching aid. That is the success of a teacher. Now, our principal motto is, we are ready to liberate science from the laboratory. The laboratory is a myth, but you can do wonder in laboratory, but you cannot bring laboratory to lower classes. But with some caution, we have to do some of the experiments. This one is suitable for only higher secondary classes or high school classes. Suppose you start with the lower classes, pre-KG, even for pre-KG also. So you can use some of the homely things as a teaching aid. As rightly said by the Nasser sir, as rightly said by the by our sir, that is, camel is having such a kind of adaptation. It is having one of the beautiful adaptation. It is adapted to live on the desert. Now you have to find out the camel. That is your role. You have to find out the camel. That is your role. Well, you can find the camel even as a teaching aid. Otherwise, you can find a camel in the form of student also. Your student, your people can also help you to demonstrate certain things. Isn't it? Now, in the say, can do wonders while teaching a particular subject. Not only science, you can handle any kind of subject with some of the teaching aid. Then only you can give the correct concept to the children. Now, already I told, now in teaching, during the method of teaching, you have to use 3 H's. The first H is your head. You have to use your head. Head alone is not sufficient to impart knowledge. The head stands for knowledge, but knowledge is not sufficient for today's scenery. For 21st century, knowledge alone cannot help you to thrive your life. No, after that, you need some heart. Heart stands for that social responsibility. Now, with this knowledge, you have to do some social work. Suppose if you are performing certain activity that should be useful for this society also, then this way you have to select some of the activity. For that, you have to use your heart. Then, to inculcate certain talents and skills, you need the third hatch. The third hatch is hand. That one is rightly said by the master sir. No, you should have some hand-on experience. That is, brainy knowledge is not sufficient nowadays. No, you have to use your hand. Then only you have to perform certain activities. Then only you can learn something. Now this will be in your permanent memory. Suppose if you want to fix a particular concept in the memory of the student, you have to fix it as a permanent one. Now for that permanent memory, we need our hand. By using these three H's, by head, heart and hand, you have to do some of the activity. Now let us start with some of the activities, then only you can know the correct meaning of three H's. Now this is ordinary straw. This is a zero cost. It is a zero cost teaching aid. Or meeting them. Here, this is after using the straw, we are throwing it away. By using this, what you can do, maybe you can do two experiments. One of the experiment is just to hold this straw, one of the straw horizontally. The next one is vertically. Now view through your eyes. Just all of you hold this. One straw in a horizontal position, another one is in the vertical position. Just look, which one looks longer? Which one looks longer? The horizontal or vertical? The vertical looks longer, isn't it? Again, turn it, put it in the horizontal position and put the another straw in the vertical. So you can use a different color straws. Now which one looks longer now? Again vertical. Again vertical. But both are having the same length. Both are having the same. What is the illusion? What is the illusion? What is the concept behind this? That you have to know. Our eyes are having two types of scanning. One is this kind of scanning is called horizontal scanning. Horizontal scanning. In this way, we are having the scanning. This is called horizontal scan. This is habitual. We are using often we are using this kind of scan. Suppose we observing a classroom teaching, we are scanning the blackboard in this fashion. This is habitual. Now another one is the vertical scanning. We are not using this vertical scanning very often. Sometimes alone we are using this vertical scanning. What is the observation of our brain is, for this horizontal scanning, this takes very less amount of time to the brain. That is why it looks shorter. For this vertical scanning, our brain perceives it takes more amount of time to scan. That is why it looks longer. Because it is not very often we are not using this kind of scanning. That is why it takes more amount of time. That is why it looks longer, but it looks shorter. That is a perception of your brain. Now for this you can do this experiment. Now you have to use this kind of scanning also. Suppose we view a skyscraper. You are astonishing. You are having an awesome experience. But the train is longer than the building. The train is having 34 compartment, 35 compartment. Now you are not having that awesome experience there, because quickly you are observing or scanning the train. That is why it looks shorter. So you take the skyscraper, LIC building, suppose for instance take LIC building, you are astonishing. What a great building, beautiful architecture. In this way, you are having some awesome experience because you are using the vertical scan. In this way, you can explain these things. But you have to use the two things. In the case of Chinese education, they are using letter in this fashion, vertically downward, vertically downward. In Arab letters, we are starting from right to left. In this way, we are using different kinds of scanning. This is habitual scanning. So you write English sentences or Tamil sentences, you are having this kind of scanning. While writing some Arabic sentences, you have to scan from right to left. Then this way you have to use all kinds of scanning. Then only your perception will be increased. And now this activity is suitable for lower classes as well as higher classes. Still higher classes, how they can use it? For that, we are using only two stars. Right? How many concepts are explained? Think it over. That is the victory of a teacher, isn't it? Right? Now, one more activity through the star. Hold the star like this. Now, rotate the star. Now, you are giving this kind of rotation. This kind of rotation. Now, see the color pattern. This one is rising or this one is moving down, going down. Just do it in opposite way. That is opposite. Opposite. It is going up. It is going down. It is going up. Then this way you can do this. This is also another kind of limitations to your eye. Now still have a closer look. In this case, what happens? This one is rising up. This one is moving down. Rising up, moving down. Then this is your analysis. Because this is due to persistence of vision. Persistence of vision means how we are viewing the movie. Actually, where the movie is running on the screen, in the theater, where it is running, the continuity is given by whom? The theater owner or the mechanism in that instrument. Who is giving the mechanism? Now, actually, while viewing the movie, we are viewing only the still picture. It is not moving. All of them are still pictures. Then how we are having that kind of perception? Suppose if an image fall on the retina beam, this will be there for about 1/10 second or 1/8 second. This will be on the retina. Within this period, if another image fall on the retina beam, what happens? These two images are running. The two images are running. It is having some movement. This happens in this case. Suppose if you are the bottom beam, but when you are viewing the bottom image, you are rotating this. If you rotate this at a faster rate, mean the second image falls on our retina. That is why the images are moving. Images are moving. It is moving up. In another, an opposite direction, it is moving back. Then this way, this is called persistence of vision. Persistence of vision. This is one of the limitation of your eye. By using this, you can do this. This is one of the optical illusion. Actually, this is an optical illusion. Optical illusion. It is not moving. Suppose while traveling in a bus, there may be some name board is there. The name board is surrounded by serial light. One is flickering, another one is flickering at a particular time interval. But how you are perceiving? This one is running. This one is running all over the circumference. This way you are doing. But in this, one is glowing, next one is glowing with a particular time interval. But your eye is rotating all these images. That is the one of the optical illusions of our eye. Right? Then this you can explain certain things. The next one. Let us have some. No, these are all three dices. Now, while teaching something, You have to explain certain pattern also. The pattern. Here, these dies are having certain international standard. By using this, you can do one calculation. What does that calculation mean? Just to throw the 3 dice. Then find the total on the top. Find the total on the top. Then without seeing this, I will give the total at the bottom. I will give the total at the bottom side. Just you have to throw the 3 dice. Sir is going to tell the total now. What is the total, sir? 9, sir. 9. What is the total at the bottom mean? That is 12. Just see 6 plus 4 plus 2. That is 12. Right? Then the second term. Again, the second trial. What is the total, sir? 11. 11, correct. 11. 11. The total at the bottom is 10. Just see this. 2, 5, 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10. Then the second term. How you can tell all these things mean? It is having certain international configuration. What is international configuration mean? This is so designed. If 3 is above, mean in opposite direction, 4 will be there. 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. 1 mean at the bottom 6. 6 plus 1 7. 2 mean 2 plus 5 7. Then they say they are making the dice. It is saying certain international standard. By using this international standard, you can do one experiment. Experiment by using one, you can do one mathematics activity. This will be useful for lower classes. Lower classes, in the case of higher classes, you have to appreciate the design. You have to appreciate the design. Okay. The next. Light is traveling in a straight line. How to prove this? How to prove this? Light is traveling in a straight line. Light travels in a straight line. That is the original concept. You have to prove this. Suppose you are having a laser light. The laser light, if you are lighting the laser light now, you cannot see the path. You cannot see the path. How to use this path? How to use this path? You have to use a jelly substance. This one is available in the market. Suppose if you pass a light rays through this, you can see the beam of the light. Can you see the beam of light?
Yes.
Can you see the beam of light? It travels in a straight line. It travels in a straight line. Isn't it? Here also. Now you can clearly view this. You can clearly view this. Right? How this happen mean? This one is made out of some colloidal substances. This one is made out of some colloidal substances. The colloidal substances can scatter the light rays. This can scatter the light rays. This effect is called Tyndall effect. The air molecule cannot scatter the light rays because this air molecule is so small, it won't having the capacity of scattering the light rays. But the colloidal particle, the size of the colloidal particle is moderate. It is somewhat big. This particle alone can scatter the light rays. That is why the path of the beam is visible. The path of the beam is visible. You can see. You can bend the light. This is called refraction. You can reflect the light also. This is called refraction. This is reflection. You can do. The light is bending. Refraction. Light travels in a straight line. For doing this experiment, you need a gel and a laser light. You can use it forever, isn't it? You can use it. Once you are having this equipment, you can do this experiment again and again for all classes. Now, what is the beauty of this kind of teaching aid mean? You can use this teaching aid. Students can also use that teaching aid. Suppose you are having some spectrometer in your lab, you are alone using that spectrometer. Only few number of students are using that spectrometer, not all the students. If the student belong to a lower class, they have to come and see this spectrograph or spectrometer. That alone we allow. Suppose this kind of experiment, we can give it to the student. They can perform that particular experiment. If it is broken, you can get another one. This is not the case of a spectrometer, but we can do this kind of experiment, right? Next, now one balloon experiment. Balloon. And now this is a T joint. I'm having two balloons with the same size. You have to tell one is yellow balloon, another one is red balloon. Now I'm going to blow the air. What happens? Both are bulging. Both are bulging to the same level or different level.
Same.
You have to ask this question to the student. They have to observe. Isn't it? Same level or different level? What is your expectation? Suppose you blow air, it equally divided in two parts, and it is inflating the balloon. Then what happens to the balloon? Both of them are bulging in the same way or different way. That is the suspense, isn't it? Let us do it. Observe this. What happens? This one is having this much of volume, whereas this one is having this much of volume. Again, I am blowing. This one is bulging. This one is not bulging. Why? What is the reason? You can do this experiment in the classroom. Just we need a T joint and two balloons. T joint, two balloons. Let us do it again. Then observe. You have to blow more air to the red balloon. That is the challenge. Isn't it? Again the yellow, or not the red. Hold the yellow and blow the air. Now only this one is blowing. Now blow it again. Now this one is, we can equally blow the air in this balloon also. Now itself, the air goes to the yellow balloon. The air from this goes to the yellow balloon. Isn't it? Once again, use this. I'm blowing air to the red balloon. Now what happens? Now this one is large, this one is small. One second. At one stage, what happens? The air moved to the yellow balloon. From this, what you can understand? From this, what you can understand? We can do this experiment many ways. No, you can kindle their observation. Why this one is bulging first? A red balloon is not. What is the reason? Even though balloon is made out of rubber, both the rubber pattern are not having the equal strength because it is an irregular strength. It is not having equal elasticity. Both of them are not having the same kind of elasticity. One is having strong elastic nature, another one is having weak elastic nature. Now, while blowing this air, you can find it out. Which one is weak? Which one is strong? Which one is weak mean? The yellow balloon is weak. That is why it is bulging first. And not the red. Close it and blow the air. What happens? You can improve the elasticity. We can reassemble the molecule. Slowly you can increase the elasticity. You can increase the pattern. At one stage, what happens? You can blow both the balloons. That is the outcome of this experiment. Explain the second. These are all very simple things. You can make use of these things. Now this is funny also. You can use this as a teaching aid also. What you can do by using this syringe mean, just it is 20 ml syringe. Close the nozzle, and bring the piston at the bottom. Now feel the difficulty. Suppose if you release this, what happens again? It is moving. Do it and feel it. Why it is difficult to close it tightly? It is very difficult to pull out this. Why it is so? Very difficult. Suppose you pull the piston outward, it is not closed, it is open. If you pull it out of once, easily you can pull it. Why mean? Suppose you pull this out, the atmospheric air entered through the nozzle, it also pushes the piston downward. We need some force to pull out this. Suppose you close it, what happens? The enclosed air is this much. It is equal to 0.5 ml or 0.25 ml. That much of air is there. We tightly close it. We are expanding that gas. The volume is increased. The pressure is decreased. The inside pressure is decreased. Now you are producing vacuum in that case. What happens mean? The vacuum is quickly filled by the atmospheric air. That is, the atmospheric air pushes the piston inward. That is why it is very difficult to pull out the piston. It is very difficult. You can feel the pressure. Explain this. Now we can do one more experiment by using the same. Now have 20 ml of air. It is on graduation. 20 ml of air. You can throw some of the challenges to the student. Now close the nozzle and push the piston upward. To what extent you can push the piston upward? Now measure the level. One guy can push the piston up to 5 ml. One guy can push the piston up to 10 ml. They can feel the pressure at the bottom. You can feel the pressure at the bottom. You cannot completely compress this 20 ml of air. It is very difficult. During this compression, you can explain one law also. What does that law mean? When you apply more and more amount of pressure, the volume of the air or volume of the gas is decreased. The pressure and volume is inversely proportional. That is Boyle's law. To explain the Boyle's law, you can use this. When applied pressure is increased, the volume of air or volume of the gas is decreased. Do it. You can feel this. You have to take 20 ml of air. Then how much we can compress it? Take 20 ml. Break பண்ணணும் சொல்லுங்க சார். நீங்க சொல்லுங்க சார். நான் இந்த break. ஏன்னா sun பார்த்து. Can you do it? It is very difficult to compress the whole amount of the gas. You can feel the pressure. You can use 10 ml syringe or 20 ml syringe. You can use 50 ml syringe. By using different volume syringe, you can do that experiment. Right? By using the same syringe, we are performing another experiment. We are going to perform another experiment. Take water in a cup. Take 20 ml of water. Ml of water is inside the syringe. Now, once again, you are doing the same type of experiment. You have to close the nozzle. You have to compress it. Compress. What happens? You do it. Compress the entire liquid. Do that. Is it possible? Is it possible? No. Why? Water? That is why you are not able to compress. By using this experiment, you can explain one concept. What does that concept mean? All the gases can be compressed by applying pressure. But you cannot compress a liquid. You cannot compress a liquid is non-compressible. Non-compressible means not 10%. Slightly this can be compressed. It is having certain limitations. That's all. So you cannot compress liquid easily. But you can compress a gas easily by applying pressure. Whatever with the pressure applied, you cannot compress a liquid. That concept you have to explain. By using this experiment, you can explain this. Okay. Shall I have a break then? Yes, sir. Now we are having a break. Now we are going to view the sun. Now you cannot view the sun to be your direct eye because this can spoil your retina. For that purpose, we are using one filter. This is called solar filter. If you use a solar filter, you can view the sun. The sun looks like a moon. You are going to feel that. You are going to view that sun. Right? Are you ready now? Right. Let us have the break.
தெரியுது சார்.
பண்ணல 40 minutes break ஆகுமா? 4 o'clock உள்ளாமா சார்? இல்ல 4 o'clock 3:15 தான். 3:15.
परसों आका इसका नंबर दिया है, इसका नंबर दिया है। यार नंबर आप होंगे, नंबर दिया है, पूरी दो नंबर आप
Please bring some of the materials. Hibiscus, then leaves, assorted leaves are having. Then you can do some of the experiment, then only you can learn. You should have hand-on experience. Take the hibiscus leaves. Hibiscus, lemon, calcium hydroxide. Number. Calcium hydroxide. Put all this on your table.
Oh yes, it is called OMS. OMGIAT, Organization of Muslim Educational Institutions. Platform.
So, start பண்ணி.
Yes, sir.
Start பண்ணி.
Yes, sir.
Coverage வருது.
Okay.
Right. Now, by using hibiscus petal, we are going to do some of the experiments. Yes. Take a white sheet. Share something to this table also. They can do. Some of that.
इनको पता है no longer an activity.
Take a white sheet. Take a white sheet. Put it on the table. Take out some of the petals. Take out some of the petals. Piece it on the paper. Piece it on the paper. Press it. You're getting some color. What is the color? You're getting purple color. Actually, this is not the color of the petal. It is red in color. Suppose you apply this on the paper, you are getting violet tint. You are getting violet. This is due to one of the biological pigment present in this hibiscus flower. This biological pigment, this gives this kind of color. You can use it as an indicator. You can use it as an indicator. cut the lemon into two halves. There is any one of you, just any one of you. Cut the lemon into two pieces. Apply 1 drop of lemon juice over it. Apply 1 drop of lemon juice. Just apply 1 drop of lemon juice. What you are getting? You are getting pink color. You are getting pink color. Pink color? Yes, you are getting. This color change represents the presence of an acid. The lemon contains citric acid. The lemon contains citric acid, which acts as a natural indicator. This acts as a natural indicator. This natural indicator is changed into the color. The violet color is changed to red. The violet color is changed to red. All the acids convert the violet color into red. And to say you can use it as a natural indicator for an acid. If it is a base, have some lime. Have some lime.
Yes. Wait for color.
Now apply the lime over the lime water. You are getting green color, bluish green. You can use bluish green. Bluish green color. Whether are you able to do this?
Yes.
Are you able to do this? Please show this. Let us move. The next part of this experiment is take a white paper, apply this violet color. You can draw some picture also. You can produce some pattern. You can convert it as a greeting card. You can post it during some of the festivals. You can post it. You can prepare. By using beetroot also, you can produce some of the color. Apply the beetroot juice over the paper. This can act as an indicator. This can act as an indicator. This also changes the color. Suppose you apply some of the acid, the color is turned to red. If you apply base, then the color is turned to blue or green. From this you can test it. These are all natural indicator. You can use the turmeric also. Take some amount of turmeric, apply this on the paper. You are having turmeric?
Yes.
Yes. Apply. Just apply this. Sir, apply turmeric on the paper. What you are getting? When you are getting yellow color. Yellow color. You are getting yellow tint. Yellow tint. Now apply some lime water over it. Lime water. Lime water.
Like.
Oh.
Cut.
Lime water contains a base. What color you are getting? Orange or you are getting red color. Don't apply lemon. Suppose you apply lemon over it, when you are getting yellow color.
Yes, yes, sir.
Acid cannot change the yellow tint.
We have to apply this.
In acid, the presence of acid, the yellow tint remains as yellow tint.
So we have to
There is no color change. Suppose you apply some base over it. Base means calcium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide like this. You apply over it, the color is changed to red. The color is changed to red. This way you can use turmeric as an indicator.
Yes, red.
This can indicate only the base and not the acid. This is all some natural indicator that you can use. By using this, you can prepare some beautiful greeting cards. It depends upon your creativity and imagination. Based upon this, you can draw some modern art. This is all natural color. You can use. This is one of the activity card given to the children. Suppose you apply water over it, what happens? You can produce different color. Some of the color are concealed. You can see this color. Can you see different colors? You can see different colors. Actually, is made out of some of the paper. Very thin white sheet is placed over the color chart. Suppose you apply water over it, what happens? The water make the thin paper as a transparent paper. That is why you are able to see the inner color. This is one of the toy card given to the children. Next, we are moving to the next one. Let us perform some of the sound experiment. Some experiments on sound. Before that, let us see this globe. Actually, this is a spirograph. It is a spirograph. This is a principle involved in the rockets and satellite. Now, inside this, there is a spinning wheel. Inside this, there is a spinning wheel. Suppose if you spin the wheel, mean it is having certain force. The force can keep the plane. You cannot tilt this. You cannot tilt the plane. This is called. This is in this. What is used to mean the principle of gyration. The principle of gyration. By using this, we can stabilize the that is the spinning plane of the or that is orbiting plane of the satellite or rocket. Let us do it. So we tilt it out of and again the plane is not disturbed. If you tilt it any of the side, this can maintain its plane. hand line. Like a top, it is rotating. Like a top, it is rotating. Here also you can explain one more principle that is called persistence of vision. This is having light in only one row. So we operate it, what happens? The light is revolving with a concentric circle. See this. Because your retina is viewing this light as a continuous light. But you are getting different pictures on your retina. This fall on your retina within 1.10. That is 1 divided by 10 seconds. Within this time level, if the image fall on your retina, mean this one is running actually. You are getting this as a continuous picture. You are getting this as a continuous picture. Actually, there is only one strip of color light. Only one strip. It is not in the circular form also. It is vertically placed. Vertically placed, but you are viewing concentric circle. You are viewing concentric circle. Next, we are moving to the next experiment. Now, what you can do with one potato. By using the potato, you can explain biology. You can explain the nutritive value of the food also. You can explain center of gravity also. Center of gravity. Now, you can throw some of the challenges to the student. Now, you have to place the potato over one finger. Like in this way, you have to hold it. Is it possible or not? You have to throw the challenge. Can you do this? Can you keep it on only one finger? Anybody can try? Can you try? You have to hold it with only one finger. Very difficult, isn't it? Why? You can perform some of the experiment. Suppose you ask a number of questions, mean you can get a many number of answers, isn't it? You can get a different observation from the students. Why it is not possible to hold this over only one finger? It is not flat. If it is flat, you can get it. Can you hold it? This is also spherical. It is not flat. That is one of the answer. The second answer is you can find out the center of gravity if it is a symmetrical object. This is not having any symmetry. It is not having any symmetry element. It is an irregular object. For an irregular object, it is very difficult to find out the center of gravity. For that purpose, I am giving two forks. By applying these two forks, you have to hold the potato in only one finger. Can you do it? Now you can apply the two forks on any part of the potato. You have to hold it. Can you do it? If you know this, don't do it. Let the other can do. Let the other can. If you're not knowing, you can do. Suppose you know the concept, mean don't do this. Right. Do it.
Don't know means you can do.
Do it. Yes. Apply this. Still not possible. Right. Now this is an irregular object. Now take one of the fork and put the fork on the left side. Another fork on the left side. Now you can hold the potato. You can hold it now. How this is possible? That you have to know. Now without any disturbance, I can hold it, I can move. Isn't it? How this is possible? If it is an irregular object, mean you have to apply weight on both sides. If you are applying weight on both sides, mean we are distributing the weight. As a result, you can easily find out the center of gravity or from which point the weight of the potato and the whole setup is acting. You can easily find it. By moving your finger at one position, you can find out the equilibrium point. Isn't it? By putting this, find it out. Another, this is a principle used by the rope walker. You can come across the rope walker in the case of in circus. The rope walker is having a very long stick in his hand. By distributing the weight on both sides, he is able to walk on the rope. He can maintain his equilibrium. That is a principle used here. That is a principle. Very simple experiment. The children can actively participate in this experiment. They can give a lot of solutions. Some of the interesting solution mean, in one of the meeting I asked this, I throw this challenge to the student. One student came, just he pierced one hole. Then after that he hold the potato like this. Sir, I completed the challenge. The challenge is over now. Like in this way, he gave an answer. Again, you have to rechange the conditions. Condition means without piercing anything, without taking the mass out of this potato, you have to hold this over your finger. Then to say you have to reframe your condition. After reframing the condition, again you have to do it. Because you have to admit the creativity of the student also. You have to admit the creativity of the student. They can give some funny solution also. Admit all these things. Because you have to kindle the creativity. You have to kindle the creativity, then only they can know many of the concepts. Now you are going to do some sound experiments. This is a twine thread. Take this twine thread and on your index finger, just roll it. In another index finger, just roll it. Just insert this index finger into your ear and plug the twine thread. Just plug it. What you can hear mean? You can hear music. The guitar sound. Again, some more. Reduce the length. Then plug it. What happens? The pitch increases. Again, still pitch increases. Pitch increases. This way can produce guitar sound by using a train thread. Raising a train thread. From this you can learn one concept. What is the concept mean? When you decrease the length, the pitch increases. When you decrease the length, the pitch increases. When you increase it, suppose you want to produce a sound with more pitch, mean you have to decrease the length. That is why they are playing the string in this fashion. They are moving their hand, the fingers over and over to produce different pitches. That is the principle involved. That principle can be explained by using the thread. By using the thread, we can explain. The next one. Here, by using a glass bottle, actually it is a waste glass bottle. It is an injection bottle. Suppose you blow air through this injection bottle, you can produce different sound of a train. Now the train is arriving the station and it is stopping at a particular point. That is, this can give this kind of signal. What kind of signal? It is arrived. Then after that, it is going to depart from that particular station. That one is given by this pitch. What is this pitch? You have to fill it. 1/4 of the bottle is filled with water. Now blow air through this. I'm going to start. That is the signal given by the train. Now I am starting. Half filled. Blow air. Now the train is moving. The moving train can give the sound with a high pitch. That is 3/4 is filled. Then they say can produce different pitch. Here what happens mean? If it is empty mean it is filled with more air. The air column is more. This length of the air column can produce low pitch. Suppose you fill it with 1/4 of water mean only 3/4 of the air column is available for vibration. This can produce a higher pitch. Again, this is decreased to half. Still, this can produce higher pitch. In this way, lower and lower the air column, higher and higher will be the pitch of the sound. That can be explained by using this. This is the vibration of air column in a closed pipe. In a closed pipe, you are producing different vibration. The next one. You can mix 2 or 3 different sound. This is ordinary whistle. If you use it as an ordinary whistle, this will be the sound. You can produce this kind sound in your cooker also. Milk cooker, this can be produced. We designed 3 different holes. One hole at the left, one at the right, left and right. We designed totally 3 holes. Now close the hole and blow the air. Then open it, close it, open it, close it. What you can hear? Observe this and tell me. Temperature is different. You can observe this kind of sound from a bird. They say because you can mix 2 or 3 different frequencies. Sound frequencies can be mixed. This is a resonating bird. Resonating bird. Now this have two holes. One is at the top. Another one is at the tail. Pour some water. Suppose you blow air, listen to the sound. Again, cocoa sound. Blow some air. This one is partly filled with water. Now you are having, now when you blow air, you can get two resonating frequency. The resonating frequency can imitate the sound of the bird. Let's say you can produce the resonating frequency. This is an ordinary metallic pipe. Tie a twine thread at the center. Now roll some of the twine thread in your index finger and put it in your ear. If you stuck this, you can hear the vibration clearly. You can hear the vibration clearly because sound travels faster through the solid than liquid and air, that is gases. It travels faster. It travels faster through the twine thread and reaches your ear through your solid finger also. That is why this quickly reaches your ear. This can give clear sound. Do it and feel the sound. Experiment. Sound travels faster through solids. Decrease the length. No, just tap it to the tap it now. Now freely hang the twine thread. Freely hang.
Now, feel the difference. Now, this. Yeah.
So some of the thing I will do in offline also. Have to complete this. Offline only. Offline no. Offline la kuda pannuvom. Offline la kuda. Let us move to the next experiment.
Yes.
I'm having 3 ring magnets. Ring magnets. By using this, you can explain one of the. I will tell this. Ring magnets. The requirement to the 3 ring magnets. Now place one of the ring magnet. Place it like this. Oh, in your pen. Then place it again. If it is attracting me, just reverse it and put it over. What happens means there is a kind of repulsion. There is a kind of repulsion. Again, place the third magnet. There is attraction mean, revert it and put it over. Again, now you can see the floating magnets. These magnets are floating. Without any hold, this one is floating in the air. Now this magnet is repelling this magnet. Which one repel this mean? The like pole repel each other. Suppose if it is opposite pole mean this one is attracting opposite pole. These 2 poles are opposite pole. That is why it is attracting. Suppose you revert it, what happens? There are 2 like poles. The like pole repel each other. Like pole repel each other, opposite pole attract each other. That is the principle. Now, because of this repulsion, what happens? You can make the magnet to float. This is a principle involved in the magnetic train. And the name of this experiment is called magnetic levitation. L-E-V-A-T-A-T-I-O-N. Magnetic levitation. This is a train track. This is a chassis of a train. So you keep this. What happens means the train can float over the train track. This can move at a faster rate also, without any jerk, without any disturbance, without any vibration. This can move. This principle is used in magnetic train. This principle is called magnetic levitation. Magnetic levitation. That you can use it. This is a color wheel. It is in different color. When you rotate it, what happens? Now you can see only white color. You can see white color. This is due to all the 7 colors. Suppose you unite all the 7 colors, you are getting white color. If you send white rays from the sun through a prism, mean the white rays is split into 7 colors. If you unite all the 7 colors, you are getting white color again. That is a principle. You see, you are getting white color, but actual color is different. Is that? You cannot see different color. When you rotate the top, you cannot get all the different colors. You are getting only white color. That is called Newton disk. The Newton disk, all the 7 colors are united. This gives white color. This is called Newton disk. But you can make the Newton disk in different pattern, and Newton disk, all the 7 colors are splitted we're getting 7 different colored patches, but it is having assorted color. That is why if you want to prepare a Newton disk mean, you have to divide this into 7 parts and you have to apply the Whipsy color. That is the exact Newton disk. Now this is a 4-piece puzzle. 4-piece puzzle mean by using this 4 pieces, you have to make one pyramid. You have to make one pyramid. Already you know this. Now to inculcate the spatial sense or spatial knowledge to the students, you have to ask them to design some of the 3D objects. The 3D object. By using this, you have to make one 3D object, that is pyramid. Can you make one pyramid by using the 4 piece? Through this kind of challenges. Can you make? Anyone can try. Can you make a pyramid? You can throw another challenge also. If it is not possible with 4 pieces, by using 2 pieces, you have to make one pyramid. By using 2 pieces, you have to make one pyramid. How to make a pyramid by using 4 pieces and 2 pieces. We are having number of possibilities there, but in only one possibility can give the structure of the pyramid. Only one possible articulation alone can give the pyramid. But there are number of possibilities are there. But only one configuration alone can give pyramid. Is this a pyramid? This kind of activity can increase the spatial concepts of the children. Can you try this? Right. Any other member in this meeting are having this kind of pieces? Can you do it? Are you able to do? Any sharing? Right. Let us start with two pieces first. You have to place one piece like this. The another piece. In the same way, place it, but you won't get the pyramid. You are not getting the pyramid. Just fill this piece to 180 degree. Now you are getting the pyramid. You are getting the pyramid. Once again, hold this piece like this. Hold it. Another piece like this. In the same way, you are putting this. Overlap it. Then rotate it to 180 degree. You are getting a beautiful pyramid. That's all. You have to know that at this particular instant alone, you are getting the pyramid, not another way. There is only one possibility. The next, the fourth piece person. The fourth piece. Now put two pieces in opposite direction. Two pieces in opposite direction. Over this, you can place then after that. You are getting a pyramid. Just you have to place the two pieces in opposite direction. Two pieces in opposite direction. One of the piece in this group. Another piece in this group you have to place. You are getting a pyramid. This you are getting. Right? At this particular instant alone, you are getting the pyramid. Not another way. Let us save breaks. Oh, yes, sir.
What is?
Start. Next, we are doing one experiment by using Pascal's law. Try a circular line at the bottom of a waste PET bottle. You have to make some hole by using a needle. Make some holes at the bottom. You are putting so many number of holes over the circumference. Now pour water. Here, if you pour more and more amount of water, the water column is high at this level. Water exert pressure. Because of the pressure, water comes through the holes. But all the holes are situated in only one plane. All the holes are situated in only one plane. According to Pascal's law, the pressure at a particular plane, at a horizontal plane, remains the same in all directions. We are going to prove this. Just pour water through the mouth. What happens? Observe this. Water is coming out
Nice.
at the same rate. At the same rate, you can see. Here, what happens? The pressure decreases when the height of the water column is decreased. When the height of the water column is decreased, the pressure also decreases. The pressure remains the same in all directions. That is, the water streams proves that Pascal's law. Then this I can explain the Pascal law by using a waste PET bottle. Once again, you can view this. The pressure decreases further and further when the height of the water column is decreased. This way you can explain Pascal's law by using the waste PET bottle. I can see one more optical illusion. This is a spinner. I am spinning the spinner. Can you see the spin? You can't see the spin. Can you see this? You can't see the spin. In other side, this is a different pattern. Now I'm going to spin this spinner now. See this. They are not concentric circle. Just only one line. It is done in this fashion. Just view this. Whether it is going in or whether it is going out. View this. That is your perception. Going in or going out? Going in.
Yes.
I'm rotating this in opposite direction. Whether it is going out, going out, going in. In opposite direction, it is going out. Actually, this is a single line, but it is drawn in a curved fashion. In this way, your eye can perceive this. It is an optical illusion. Now only you can view this. This one is rotating now. Another side, you cannot view this, but it is rotating. This is one of the spinner. You can use it. The next experiment. Now some of the experiments are available. This way, you can get some of the teaching aid. Can get some of the teaching. Suppose if I hit this set of iron ball, what happens now? Listen carefully. How many balls are moving? Tell me. Only one is moving. Suppose I am hitting this with only one ball is moving. Now I am going to hit this with 2 balls. Now listen. How many balls are moving? Not all the balls. Only 2 balls are moving. Now it is moving. Isn't it? Initially, when you hit it with 2 balls, only 2 balls are moving. This is a conservation of momentum, the second law of Newton's. The momentum before collision is equal to the momentum after collision also. In this way, you can explain this. Next. You can throw some of the challenges like this. It's a very simple arrangement. This is one of the weight you are using. You are using in the kitchen. That is cooker's weight. This is ordinary bolt and nut. This is having more weight than this bolt. There is a twine thread. I pass this twine thread through a empty reef. What does the challenge mean? You have to hold the empty refill. You have to bring the heavier weight to the top. You have to bring the heavier weight to the top. Without touching the weight. Without touching the weight, you have to bring this to the top side. You have to bring it to the top. How this is possible? Think it over. You have to bring it to the top. You have to bring it to the top side. Can you bring it to the top side? No, you should not pull this string. You should not touch the weight. You have to hold only the tube. You have to hold the tube alone. By holding the tube alone, you have to bring the weight to the top. Heavier weight to the top side you have to have. Any idea? Any guess? Can it be? Now, I give some interesting solution. So if I throw the challenge to the student, they are giving this number of solutions. One day came to me, sir, I found out one solution. What is the solution? He hold this weight on the top of the table. Isn't it? He inverted this. Sir, the heavier weight is at the bottom. Without touching the weight, I bring the heavier weight at the bottom. Isn't it? Again, I throw the another condition. No, you should not rest the heavier weight over any of the surface. It is, you have to freely hang the heavier weight. You have to bring this weight to the top. Again, I change the condition. But some of the boys are throwing this in this fashion. Sir, I will bring this in this fashion. Now, what is the solution then? Now, this principle is applied in the orbiting planets, orbiting satellite. This principle is used. Here, how you have to bring this in this way you have to bring it. Here, just you have to rotate it. If you rotate it further and further, what happens? You can bring this way to the top. Then this you can bring it to the top side. You have to rotate this at a faster rate. Now you can bring this to the top. What happens then? What's the principle involved in this? You cannot change this weight. The weight of this, the weight of the object, the weight of the lower object remains the same. You cannot change this. To pull the heavier weight to the top, you have to apply force. How you are applying the force? You cannot change the weight, but you can change the radius, the rotating radius. You can change the revolving velocity. That is, three different factors are utilized. One is mass, another one is velocity of this revolution. The next one is radius. M into V into R, mass into velocity into radius. By increasing the speed, velocity, you can increase the force. The planets are revolving like this. During revolution, this exert a centrifugal force. Centrifugal force means it tries to move away from the center. At the same time, the center is pulling this the revolving body. That is called centripetal force. Centripetal force and the centrifugal force. Suppose you apply more and more amount of velocity, mean it is moving away and away and away. Because it is a greater force. Mass is not changed. Now you are increasing the velocity, you are increasing the radius. V is increased, R is increased. That is why you are applying more and more amount of force. As a result, what happens? This one is moving higher and higher. And this one is lifting force. This is a lifting force. In this way, suppose if our planet is revolving at a greater velocity, this will move out of this orbit. That is why it is a constant motion, constant velocity. Our Earth is revolving at a speed of 30 kilometers per second. Within a second, our earth is moving 30 kilometers. Next one is 60, 90, in this way it moves. It is a constant speed, that is why this can maintain its orbit. This principle can be explained by using this simple experiment. All of you are having the balloon. Balloon. Now you can explain Newton's third law. Take another balloon. Take another balloon. Sorry, view panninga.
No.
Take another balloon. Blow the balloon. Blow the balloon as much as you can. வெடிக்க வச்சிரோனா enough. Hold the balloon like this. Hold the balloon like this. Put it vertically.